Coming up on Citrus TV News, homecoming court nominees are here with Orange Central just 2 days away. We'll let you know when you need to get your vote in.
And a diehard Syracuse fan sells his dome tickets for a good cause. The familiar name the Cuse fan wants to help. Next.
And today is National Suicide Prevention Day. Our Liam Crowley reports with useful on-campus resources you should know about. Citrus TV News starts right now.
Well, there are a lot of events coming up this weekend, and as alumni return for the Orange Central, and of course, the campus is gearing up for the big Clemson game on Saturday. Happy Tuesday. I'm Jonah Karp.
And I'm Lilia Wood. The SU campus continues to gear up for Orange Central, which is now less than 2 days away. The first day includes games and food in the Life Sciences Atrium. The Orange Central festivities continue through the weekend when the Syracuse football team will take on #1 Clemson in the Dome.
And new details, the polls for Homecoming King and Queen are officially open. SU Student Activities posted the 11 nominees this morning on their Facebook page. You can vote now at homecoming.syr.edu. The deadline to vote is Friday night at 7:30. And Saturday Night Live star Michael Che is coming to SU. The comedian is known for his work on SNL's Weekend Update. Che will be performing stand-up on Friday night at 7:15 in Goldstein Auditorium. His performance is a part of Syracuse's homecoming weekend events. Tickets are on sale for $5 for Syracuse students, $10 for alumni, and $15 for the general public. And one diehard Syracuse fan is selling his suite at the Dome for a cause. Cuse fan Adam Weitzman is donating all the proceeds from his 24-seat suite for this Saturday's game against Clemson. The proceeds from these tickets will go to former Syracuse quarterback Eric Dungy's father, who is currently battling cancer. Weitzman hopes to reach an ultimate goal of $35,000.
And U.S. Division of Enrollment and the Student Experience is giving away free tickets to a performance at the Syracuse stage tomorrow night. The play, titled Thoughts of a Colored Man, focuses on a community of men searching for themselves in New York City. Students can stay for a meet and greet with the cast after the performance. Tickets are available to SU and SUNY ESF students at a first-come, first-served basis and can be picked up at the Women's Building. And calling on all entrepreneurs, happening right now in Byrd Library, SU is hosting workshops on building your own business, where you can learn about everything from taxes to marketing and branding. The lessons come as part of the university's Toolkit Tuesday event series, which is free and open to the public. The workshop ends at 6:30 and are being held at the Blackstone Launchpad.
Also on campus today, the Department of Psychology hosted a fair for students looking to one day work in a psych research lab. Students had the opportunity to speak with lab representatives about becoming a research assistant. Industry professionals were on hand to give advice and helpful tips. The fair concluded early this afternoon in Huntington Hall. And if you're looking for award-winning dining on campus, you might be in luck. Syracuse University Food Services earned 2 national awards over the summer. Food Services earned a bronze award for residential dining facility, recognizing the Brockway Dining Center renovations that took place in the summer of 2018. The second bronze award recognized the Tomato Wheel, which replaced Sbarro in the Shine and Goldstein Student Centers, as well as the Kimmel Food Court.
And an increasingly prevalent issue today is mental health. It is becoming more common for people to speak out about it. However, not everyone knows the support resources they have available. Today is National Suicide Prevention Day, and our own Liam Crowley is in the studio with everything you need to know about a new support system here at SU.
Thanks, Lilia. Earlier today, I got an in-depth look at the Barnes Center health and wellness facilities and how specifically they can be used to help students struggling with mental health. Mental health is an increasingly urgent issue in the world, especially when it comes to students. Between balancing classes, clubs, social lives, and more, the life of a student on campus can get very stressful. The Barnes Center, an all-new health and wellness facility, not only offers students a gym, but it also offers counseling for all health needs. Located on the 3rd floor of the facility, the counseling offices allow students to sit down with a professional and discuss any concerns they have. The hardest part is often recognizing the issue and finding someone to talk to. The Barnes Center offers both in-person appointment counseling, but also has a 24-hour phone number anyone can call if they have a pressing issue or if they just need mental health support. If you or a loved one is struggling with mental health and has expressed signs of suicide, do not hesitate to call 315-443-8000.
Now, as you can see, the Barnes Center has a lot more to offer to students than just weight rooms. I highly encourage students to go and visit the wellness offices if they have any feelings of stress, depression, or suicidal thoughts. Lilia and Jonah, back to you.
Liam, thank you.
The Onondaga County Elections Commissioner is denying allegations he drove for Uber on the county's time. According to CNY Central, Democratic Elections Commissioner Dustin Sarney says driving for Uber is a hobby he enjoys. Sarney also says he would welcome an investigation. County Comptroller Matthew Beednell publicly made the accusations against Sarney at a press conference on Monday.
And one beer in Central New York is showing its orange spirit. Labatt USA is rolling out its new limited edition of its Labatt Blue, called Labatt Blue and Orange. The drink itself starts with a base of regular drink with an added dose of natural blood orange extract. Labatt USA brand manager Rob Hertenstein told Syracuse.com that though blue and orange color matches the ones on SU's campus, the drink is not affiliated with the school. You can find the limited edition beer bottles on tap only here in Central New York.
A Clay man has been charged with a misdemeanor DUI and reckless driving after crossing 4 lanes of traffic and landing on a guardrail on John Glenn Boulevard. The accident happened here on the ramp to get on I-690 West. Geddes Police Chief Vic Gillette says Nicholas Robinson traveled on top of the guardrail before spinning around and landing in the grass on the side of the road. Robinson was taken to Upstate University Hospital where he was treated for a head injury. No one else was injured during the accident. New York parents stood outside the state education building yesterday in an attempt to delay the repeal of religious exemptions to school immunization requirements. Exemption which allowed students to attend school without being vaccinated because of religious reasons. Exemptions are still available for children who cannot get immunized for medical reasons.
Also in New York State, officials say a New York woman was mauled to death by her 2 dogs. According to the New York Post, state police say 67-year-old Arlene Renna was found unconscious Saturday afternoon. The incident took place in Pleasantville, northeast of Poughkeepsie. Officials do not suspect foul play. And in Herkimer County, a man was seen breaking into a home, attempting to set it on fire. The man has been identified as 36-year-old Brian Talbot. He was found and charged with first-degree murder burglary, fourth-degree grand larceny, and second-degree criminal contempt. He is currently being held in Herkimer County Correctional on a $50,000 cash bail or a $100,000 bond.
And the city of Elmira has debuted a new type of court for opioid users. The Heroin and Opioid Prevention Court, also called Hope Court, allows for addiction treatment for opioid users. If a user is charged with a crime, the criminal justice process is suspended for 90 days for rehab. Other parts of the state, including Buffalo, also have Hope Courts to help opioid users. Now, Lilia, we've had such good weather the past few days, but I heard it's not going to last.
I know, I heard that too. Well, Citrus TV weather anchor Adam Sperling can answer those questions for us.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you asked me about 3 hours ago, would I say tomorrow was going to be a great day? No, but I have some good news. The weather has turned a little bit. But taking a look outside right now, it is a little bit sunny out still. It's going to be the last sun for a little while. And we're having some low winds, but again, tomorrow it is looking up. But tonight, it is going to be raining a little bit overnight from maybe 1 a.m. to 4 or 5 a.m. So you can expect to wake up Wednesday with some rain really early and then the grounds to be a bit wet. You can get away without bringing an umbrella to class. There might be some thunder that you can see in the background there, but it's unlikely right now. But in my full weather forecast, I'll let you know what you need to know for the rest of the week up until Friday. Jonah, Lilia, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Adam. The state of New York is investigating the cause of a tractor trailer flipping on its side yesterday in Camillus. The trailer was carrying 60,000 pounds of recycled cardboard on the West Genesee Turnpike, causing traffic to be backed up over a mile during rush hour. The driver, Michael J. Weaver, suffered minor injuries and was not hospitalized.
And in downtown Syracuse today, a no vote from the city's Common Council means there won't be changes coming to Syracuse trash pickup in the near future. Common Councilor Michael Green took the vote off the table. If passed, the measures would have made the buildings for more than 4 units ineligible for municipal trash collection. According to the Post-Standard, the news comes as 4 councilors voiced their intentions to vote no on the bill.
And the former head of Cornell University's Counseling and Psychological Services Department has died by suicide Monday morning. The Cornell Daily Sun reports Dr. Gregory Eels worked at Cornell for more than 25 years, and he largely reduced the stigma related to mental health while on campus. Eels was executive director of counseling and psychological services at the University of Pennsylvania. The number for the National Suicide Prevention Hotline is 1-800-273-8255. And Governor Cuomo has taken a stance against flavored cigarettes on Monday. Cuomo said he wants them banned amid growing health concerns about vaping. The New York Department of Health is also investigating companies that produce vaping substances. The department will require shops that sell e-cigarettes to post a warning to warn people of the risks of e-cigarettes.
And 1 person is dead after a house fire last night in Ithaca. Emergency responders reportedly tried to save the victim but were not successful. According to the Ithaca Fire Department, it took 35 firefighters to contain the flames. Investigations still looking into the cause of the fire. And New York State is on the hunt for 2 spruce trees to be put on display in the front of the Capitol this holiday season. In the past, local families have donated trees to contribute to this wonderful holiday tradition. If you have a tree you'd like to be considered, contact Kevin Champy at the Office of General Services.
Coming up, another member of the Trump administration is no longer working in the White House. More on who the president fired next.
And updates on the deadly Hurricane Dorian, the latest numbers on how many people's lives the storm took and how areas are starting to recover. We'll be right back.
Come on, it's not that hard.
My big man fingers are having a problem with these little tiny buttons.
Whoa, watch it there. Your blood pressure's gonna go through the roof.
Tell me about it. I'm trying to learn how to get it down. Instead, it keeps going up.
High blood pressure can increase the risk for heart attack or stroke. Learn how to keep yours at a healthy range.
Ever hear a voice command? Just say text barbershop to 97779.
That's not what I said.
Just give me that. Now my blood pressure's up.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Got a quarter?
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
If you see news happening on campus, in Syracuse, or across the nation, call the CitrusTV Newsroom, 315-443-1177, or tweet at CitrusTV News, your campus news leader.
President Trump has dismissed his national security advisor, John Bolton. Trump claimed in a tweet that he told Bolton his services were no longer needed and that Bolton submitted his resignation this morning. This comes weeks away from the United Nations General Assembly meeting in which the U.S. may face pressing decisions on a host of foreign policy issues.
And in Maryland, a 73-year-old is charged with killing her 82-year-old neighbor at a senior center, according to
Turner has named Jacqueline Stewart the host of Turner Classic Movies' silent movie program. She is the first African-American host for the network in its 25-year history. Stewart is a professor of cinema and media studies at the University of Chicago and will make her TCM debut on Sunday.
And the latest on Hurricane Dorian, officials are now saying the death toll in the Bahamas has climbed to 50 people. This comes after the storm pounded through the country last week, stalling over the islands for over a day. Thousands are still missing from the area as relief efforts are underway.
One Bahamas cruise ship ferried more than 1,100 Bahamians to the United States, with Customs and Border Protection delivering food and water by helicopter. Earlier today, President Trump dismissed the idea of letting Bahamians into the U.S. after the storm. Hurricane Dorian is the most powerful hurricane on record to strike the Bahamas. Citrus TV will keep you updated with the latest on the storm. And Britain's parliament is closed today, just 5 weeks before the UK's deadline to leave the EU. Prime Minister Boris Johnson formally shut down Parliament this morning while opposition MPs chanted "Shame on you." Johnson says he needs the time for legislative planning, but critics claim he's silencing Parliament.
This comes after lawmakers shot down Johnson's plan for an immediate no-deal Brexit. Now the UK cannot leave the EU without a divorce agreement. Parliament passed a bill that requires the PM to ask the EU for a 3-month delay on Brexit. Johnson's Parliament closure will face a challenge in court later this week.
And the weather's been pretty nice for us today. Will that continue for the rest of the week? I'll look at your full weather forecast when we come back.
We're gonna go out there in the rain. We're gonna get wet. All right, here we go. Okay, quick. Oh yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah. So wet.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate, and it's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
From the Citrus TV Weather Center, this is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
It is about 76 degrees out still. It might be the last sun we see for a while, and there are low winds going into tonight. Let's zoom out a little bit and take a look at the rest of central New York. So Rochester, we're seeing a high of about 80 degrees right now. Penn Yan, 79. Everyone's hovering around that 77 to 80 degree mark. But what about Syracuse on Wednesday? Now in the morning, we are going to be seeing some rain come in and come out very quickly as well. About 71 degrees when you wake up. Noon, we're going to be hitting our high of about 80, might get up to about 82, 83 from the rest of the day. And by 6 p.m., it's going to be 78 degrees and partially cloudy. Now we're going to be seeing some rain early, but no rain really in the afternoon into the early evening. But what about the rest of the week? So as we said, Wednesday's high of 82, low of 61, but Thursday we are going to be seeing some morning rain with a high of 71, low of 53. That's about as low as we're going to get for the rest of the week. Rain ends in the AM and there are low winds throughout the day. And going into Friday, Friday's pretty nice for most of the day. We are going to be seeing a high of about 72 degrees, low of 60. First sun we're going to see in a little bit of time. And we are going to be seeing some rain by midnight. Lilia, Jonah, back to you.
Now coming up in sports, Syracuse Athletics had a busy weekend and it wasn't the most successful to say the least. We have coverage of SU football and men's and women's soccer on the other side. Don't go anywhere.
Move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
They said a bottle was just a bottle. That no one would ever notice me. But I knew I could be more. That one day, I would make people smile.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Adventure can be found anywhere, but the best place to start is in the forest.
I spy something beginning with S.
Snow?
No.
Snow-covered trees.
Nothing to do with snow.
Head outside to discover incredible animals and beautiful plants that come together to create an unforgettable adventure.
Wow.
So grab your loved ones.
Don't even.
And explore a world of possibilities.
Come on, this way.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find the closest forest or park.
And now, your CitrusTV Sports Report.
Welcome back to the CitrusTV studios. I'm Jaron May. This season is one of the most hyped up seasons of Syracuse football in recent history. The Orange went into the year ranked 22nd in the nation, and after a win over Liberty Week 1, the hype looked warranted. The next test for SU was down in College Park last Saturday when the Orange took on the Maryland Terrapins. Some said it was a trap game and some said it wasn't, but right off the bat, Josh Jackson hits his receiver after a 3-and-out by SU to go up 7-0. But Tommy DeVito to Tristan Jackson, the redshirt junior had a day, 2 touchdowns and over 150 receiving yards. But Tommy DeVito, the golden child, the guy that's supposed to lead this team, did not look too golden, gets picked off there, and then Maryland did Maryland things and just absolutely dominated on every offensive possession. They ran all over the SU defense, making it look like there wasn't a defense at all. A final score, 64-20. Absolutely crazy. Here is head coach Dino Babers after the loss.
The win. That's what we do. And I think it's easier to find ways when the elephants are full grown and the hippos are full grown. And they need to grow up. And there's no way to get around it. We've got big games early in our season and we've got young offensive linemen. Oh well, no one's dropping a tier for us. They're going to get better as we play along and we need to find ways to win with them.
After a 63-20 loss, Syracuse football will definitely have to regroup after that poor performance. But now from football to football, SU men's soccer has had a shaky start to its season. The Orange went into their matchup with number 22 New Hampshire 1-1-1 on the year. and they broke that three-way tie in the wrong column. Instead of adding a tally to the win column, the Orange had to settle for a tie. Syracuse went up quickly in this one, scoring 2 goals in the first and holding the Wildcats scoreless. But UNH would score 2 in the second period, and then no one would budge in the overtime. Ryan Raposo did Ryan Raposo things yet again, scoring his 4th goal of the season and adding an assist. Bilal Kamal was the go-to man for New Hampshire. He matched Raposo's 3 points. Next up for the Orange is Louisville this Friday. Boy, was it just not Syracuse Athletics weekend. A loss, a tie, and now another loss for SU in women's soccer. The Orange were out in Ohio on Sunday to take on Kent State. The Golden Eagles soared past the Orange in a 1-0 win. SU only got 4 shots on net in this one. They look to bounce back this Thursday at St. John's.
All right, Jaron, good stuff. Not a good weekend for Syracuse Athletics.
No, not at all.
You pointed that out. A trampling against Maryland. I mean, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, absolutely. Unexpected, really unacceptable. And now they have #1 Clemson coming into town this weekend. It's going to be a difficult task to be able to beat that best team in the nation.
To say the least. Thank you so much, Jaron.
Absolutely.
When we come back, we'll have the last look at weather. Stay tuned.
Improperly extinguished
Did you
can
tell me?
cause a wildfire.
To do what?
Looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown, and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Smokey, catch. Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
And one look at our 5-day forecast for the week. Tomorrow, our rainy morning ends really very abruptly. 82 degrees is our high, 61 is our low. Thursday, we are seeing some AM light rain, high of 71, low of 53. Friday is the nicest day so far, 72 degrees, low of 60. And Saturday for the Clemson game, it may rain in the morning, but it won't be lasting that long. So for the game, you can look like some sun out in the air and sun on Sunday. 74 degrees is our high, 60 is our low.
So, Adam, I was caught wearing a winter coat yesterday, even though it approached 80 degrees. Yeah, it was a poor fashion choice. What should I wear tomorrow?
Well, not a winter coat, that's for sure.
Okay,
I'd say you can pop on some shorts, pop on a t-shirt. You might want to bring an umbrella just in case the skies open up and you get caught without an umbrella or a raincoat. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
Thank you so much, Adam.
Thanks, Adam.
And 2 New York City toddlers are warming hearts across the nation. Take a look at this video here that was posted on Facebook earlier. The 2 youngsters running to each other from across the street, throwing their arms in the air and around each other. Just see how happy they look.
Oh, look at the energy. The pair keeps running down the street, maybe playing a game of tag. The post now has thousands of shares on Facebook. The numbers just keep going up and up and up, Lily. How cute is that?
I know. I wish someone would look at me like that. Run to me.
I mean, you have a boyfriend. He can look at you like that, no?
Fair enough.
Landon.
That's all we have for today. Good night.
Have a good night.